I was born on January 6, 1939. I'm from Colig. I was born here on the beach on the south side of the lake. I was 5 days old when I was given away. My sister and I, we moved back to the big reserve. We moved there not knowing these people that we moved with. She said that was our biological parents. And I said, they're not mine. But we stayed with my biological mom and dad until about a year after my mom ended up in a sanatorium in Edmonton with TB, and my brother Wilfred. While they were gone, my sister was trying to help us, look after us, but she couldn't do it. So she sent my younger brother Norman and I to the residential school in 1948. There in St. Paul, we spent 7.5 years in that school. It was a cultural shock. We were brought into this prison, and there we had to talk a language that I never spoke before. And if we didn't speak English, we would get a licking from the nuns. So I hardly ever spoke, not unless I had to speak. That residential school made me a rebellious person. I became mean. I wasn't the little girl that went into that residential school. We were forced into learning about the religion, the Catholic religion. We were forced to eat food that was not even fit for pigs. We were never allowed to go eat out of the garden that was growing in front of us, and yet we envied. We wished that we could go in that garden and get some carrots or whatever, or berries. But that was a no-no. There was lots of times that we didn't have anything to eat, go to bed like that. Sometimes we steal apples or whatever from the staff's dining room. We learned to be sneaky. We learned to lie. We learned to steal. And those things we were never taught at home. Never lie. Don't steal. When I got out of there in 1954, I swore that I will never, ever have my children go through what I went through in those days. Never. So I trusted no one, and I had no faith in nobody. I didn't want to live on reserve because I no longer belong on that reserve. I come back here 2002 for the first time. I wanted to retire here, my homeland. I felt like Walk's Far woman. My people didn't want me here. They didn't want me back here. Get out, go back where you come from. I stayed in the tent down the hill there by the lake for 18 months. I stayed there. My husband and I, in an old shack, wood stove, until fall time, September, when I got my residential school money. So my husband and I spent all my residential school money on all my material that's in that shack over there. And my husband and I decided to build our home. Yeah, it was a comfortable little log house. There we had no power, just wood stove. We had to go outside to go to the toilet. I had to go fetch water in a big barrel that was outside. On December the 23rd, I saw this trailer being pulled up over there. First time I ever got something. First time I ever seen somebody pull me up something and say, "Here's yours, Nancy." I was so happy.